The field of Republican presidential hopefuls about to expand again, and if one is to believe what we're hearing out of Washington, there's open insurrection among lawmakers there. Sources indicate the president had to be forced to not just walk up to the podium on Friday, say Obama trade, Obamacare, same-sex marriage, and then just go with the microphone and then just exit. They had to stop him. He wasn't about to do it. Trust me, these fights are long from being over. We got a long way to go, and the president's got a long way to go as well. Let's end the week in the standard amount of jest needed to get us through these political times. Courtesy of Eric Furman, the political punching bag ends it out. As I do this, rock on, true believers. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday right back here on MidPoint.
For more election news, Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal announced he's running for president yesterday. That's right. And I saw that he promised his kids that if he wins, they can have a puppy. That's cute. It got awkward when his kids were like, "Goldfish it is." That's not nice. That's not nice for your dad.
Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal announced he's running for president by releasing a video in which he and his wife tell their kids that he's running. Yeah, there's a really cute moment when his youngest son said, "Dad, you have no chance." What are you doing?
Big news out of the Supreme Court today. They upheld Obamacare. And President Obama said today's Supreme Court decision shows, as the dust has settled, there can be no doubt that Obamacare is working. There can be no doubt that Obamacare is working. He then added, as long as you upgrade to the latest version of Internet Explorer. You have to do that.
Obama was very happy. He triumphantly declared that the Affordable Care Act is here to stay, and then he went into the Rose Garden and secretly puffed on an e-cigarette. So,
in an interview this week, Lincoln Chafee said that he's confident Hillary Clinton will lose the Democratic nomination to him, Martin O'Malley, or Bernie Sanders. After which the reporter thanked him again for taking the time to speak with this high school newspaper.
I'm going to go cover a bake sale.
In a recent interview, Barbara Bush denied that her favorite child is Jeb Bush. Denied it. When asked who her favorite child is, she said, "I'm not sure. I just know it's not Jeb."
Meanwhile, Jeb Bush recently released a new campaign video featuring his mother, Barbara, where she jokingly admits that Jeb is not her favorite child. It's actually pretty funny. Take a look at this.
The best news of the day was my mom finally told me that I was her favorite.
Oh, no, I didn't. Of all the children?
Yeah.
No.
You're my favorite child in the room right now.
The governor of South Carolina spoke this afternoon, the governor, and said it is time to remove the Confederate flag from Capitol grounds. So everyone, remember this day, June 22nd, 1962.
You made it. Senator John McCain, because politicians are weighing in, Senator John McCain is now saying he regrets not opposing the Confederate flag when he ran for president. Yeah. McCain said, "I didn't oppose the Confederate flag because a lot of my school chums fought for the South during the Civil War." I'm 190 years old.
Sean Hannity asked yesterday why it was okay for President Obama's teenage daughters to go into stores and buy music chock full of the N-word, but not the Confederate flag. But how can you explain that to a guy who thinks kids still go into a store to buy music?
It is becoming harder and harder to find public figures who aren't suddenly on board with at least considering ditching this archaic symbol of racist insurrection. Harder, but not impossible.
One Republican state senator, Lee Brice of Spartanburg, is completely opposed to this, calling the attempt to remove the flag, quote, a Stalinist purge.
It's a little bit of a hyper... I mean, removing a flag would not be really Stalinist purge style. Stalin, what would he do? He'd probably keep the flag, but whitewash it of its associations with slavery and secession, and then concoct some bizarre narrative about actually just represents something lovable and positive, the kind of thing you can slap on a t-shirt or the back of a truck. And then he'd say that this new meaning justified not just keeping the flag around, but elevating it, honoring it. Fortunately, Americans wouldn't fall for such Stalinist. All right.